All right, guys, welcome back. Today, we are actually under a severe thunderstorm warning for this afternoon. It's very hot today. It's a little bit more humid than it was the past few days. A lot of guys are planting corn. A lot of people asked how, if everything is dry here. Yeah, everything dried out. We had about 4 days now in the 70s or 80s and even a day in the 90s already. So spring's here. Today, I'm not going to do any more spraying because of it being so windy again. It's not an ideal, they're not ideal conditions to be out spraying, and with the rain coming with this severe thunderstorm warning, I don't want to, basically with spraying, the only thing I want to put on the field before rain is liquid nitrogen, because you want it to wash it in the soil. Herbicide, I like to at least have it on the weeds for a day before it rains. So with this chance of rain, not going to do any spraying today. Like I say, I did about 30 acres. That's all I've been able to do so far with the wind. But today I'm going to fill my sprayer, so we're ready to go once we have a nice day. Next couple days are rainy, so I just want to get it filled up and ready to go. And I have a guy coming for hay. We're going to get about 100 small bales out of the barn today before this storm hits. So I've got to go up and pull that hay wagon out of there so we can back his trailer in. So nice to get rid of another 100 bales, get the barn emptied out a little more, because it won't be long and we'll be putting more hay in. So the way it looks now, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to get the barn empty. So my goal for today, after we're done with the hay, I want to come back down here and keep working at the 560. Try to get this as far finished today as I can. That way it's ready to go. So we're going to start working on that, and that'll probably be the theme of this video, is the Farmall 560. So I left you guys yesterday, I guess it was, and we had the dash off here. So we're ready to start pulling these gauges out of the dash. And the paint dried. I had painted some things. So today we're going to pull everything out of here, like I said yesterday, and we're going to tape it off and get it painted. And then we can watch paint dry. And then once that's dry, we'll put the brand new gauges in and decals. So, all right, I got to keep moving here. This guy's going to be here fairly shortly for this hay and get 100 bales out of here. So I guess I'll take the 395 up and pull the wagon out. So, all right, guys, stay tuned. I'll do some more repair videos on the 560. All right, we got it hooked up here. Nice little tractor for jobs like this. Here's the door that blew out of the building the other day. I'd commented on the wind that we had the other day, the high winds. I just set it back up here. There's no point putting it back in because you can see what condition it's in. It is going to have to be fixed before too long here, because my intention are to put all the first cutting in this bay of the barn for next year. And even though it is open to the weather in a lot of places, I don't want a hole that big with rain shooting in here. So gotta look at that, but hoping to get this pile down and get some of this hay out of here. So we'll see what we can do today. All right, so in the meantime, while we wait for the customer to come for the hay, we're going to keep working at this 560. So you guys remember from yesterday, I needed a short piece of hose. I had stolen a piece from the old top hose here, and it's in pretty good shape. The rubber on that piece is good. So what we have to do is put this, basically put this elbow back on. All it is an elbow, and it bolts right to there. So let me get the radiator hoses on and then get everything fastened down, and then we'll start working at that dash. All right, we got everything back together here, got everything buttoned up, got the new piece of hose in. This was what was leaking and why I started this project. The lower radiator hose wasn't very good, so we've got that replaced. Upper radiator hose is replaced. I've got brand new CNH belts that I had replaced a while ago. The water pump is tight, I know that. I blew out the radiator when I first brought it home. Everything's pretty well clean here. So I'm just looking to see what I have to do up at the front end before it gets buttoned up. The generator I have to put back on. I want to clean it up and paint it black and put it back on then. I have to do that. Just looking to see this is the overflow hose from the top of the radiator that comes down. And I see there's a cut there and a cut there. So I want to see if I have a piece of hose this diameter and replace that while I have it open here. And I want to try to get the horn working. This horn did work, and then I was painting it and put it back together, and then it wasn't working. So I want to see if it's hooked up there and see if we can't get the horn working on this thing. It's the only tractor with a horn that I have here, and it's one of the oldest. So I think right now I'm gonna see if I have a piece of hose and replace this and get the generator cleaned up and then get a coat of paint on it. And I think we should be good then at the front. Everything was serviced, maintained, replaced. So, and there is a storm coming today. It's no doubt in my mind there's weather coming, the way it feels. It's very humid today. It feels like August. So there's definitely something rolling. So still waiting for the hay customer. So we're going to keep working at this. So let's see if I have some hose to replace that. Looks like about 86 degrees. Just loaded some hay. Now I gotta go get a drink. One thing I like about these little tractors, I sprayed about 30 acres and didn't even use a half a tank of fuel yet. Alright guys, so this should be the dash for the Farmall 560. It's off. I got all the gauges out, everything, the key switch, the fuse holder, everything's out of it now. So what I want to do now is sand it. I want to get it all sanded here. I'm just going to use my orbital sander. I'm not going to be able to get everywhere because I don't want to scuff this shift plate all up, and I don't want to take it off because it's riveted on. So when I go to paint it, all I'm going to have to do is tape it off and cut it out, and it shouldn't give me any trouble. Also wanting to paint the red again just because I didn't do all of it and I got it all scuffed up from taking it on and off so many times. So hopefully this is the last time I have to deal with this dash for many years. So basically now I'm just going to start sanding, and we've got the generators over here. We got that drying. I have that painted, and I just brought the sprayer back down. It's has water in now, and basically it has enough to do these two fields that you guys always have to stare at. I didn't want to, I wanted to wait to do these just because of how wet it is down here. This is the bottom. It's a little bit swampier. There's some springs, and I needed a lot of heat and a lot of dry days. So it's drying down now. Like I say, with these thunderstorms, I don't know how much rain we're gonna get. We'll have to see if we can get back in these fields. So I'm hoping at least Monday at the latest. So, all right, I'm gonna start sanding and get this ready to paint. All right, well, I figured I'd save somebody a comment in the comment section. Yes, I do know that these dashes were gray originally, like a light gray. But if you'll take notice, I did not follow the paint scheme on the rims either. They were all red. I did the two-tone. So we're going to change things up a little bit. I want it black. It'll look nice black, and it won't be as greasy, because that light gray with greasy hands constantly, this is going to be all covered in grease. So paint it black and look pretty nice, black and red. So let me keep sanding. All right, here, so we have this have this drying now. We're watching paint dry. We have this drying now. Just taped it off really well with the painter's tape and some old plastic, and we're going to let it sit here in this nice almost 90-degree weather with air moving. It should be dry in no time. So we're getting near the end of what I can do until the paint's dry. I'm going to start cleaning up some of my tools, and we're going to begin the job of organizing some of the wires under that dash. It's a mess under there, and I got to try to rearrange some of the wires and get things straightened out a little bit better. So now it's time to clean up anything I'm reusing. I want to clean up the connections, and basically I just have a mess to clean up right now. So let the paint dry and get to it here. All right, so I brought this stuff inside here. We're gonna let it dry in here. There's definitely some storms coming. They are to our west, and it is 92 degrees in the shade today, and we're starting to cloud up a little bit. So that's where I'm gonna call it quits for the day. I got to get everything back in the shed and get everything closed up and tied down, and we'll pick this up tomorrow. I guess tomorrow's Saturday, so I'll try to paint the rest of the hood. This hood piece, we'll get the red on and tape off the black. We'll get our generator back on the tractor, get those wires straightened out, and hopefully be able to start buttoning this up. The weather has me grounded, so I'm not doing anything in the field, but the sprayer's full of water. And we wait, I guess. Those weeds are getting pretty nasty, but can't do anything today. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching, and I appreciate it. And I think I'm gonna go have some dinner and wait for these storms to roll through.